It seemed like a coup and then a coup gone wrong. Uddhav Thackeray resigned as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra after it became clear that he had lost the bulk of his legislators. After days of drama that had the rebel MLAs moving from Mumbai to Gujarat to Assam and now Goa, where they still remain, excited BJP supporters and workers projected Devendra Fadnavis as the new Chief Minister. There was jubilation all around. He was to be sworn in, but then suddenly the rebel Shiv Sena leader Eknath Shinde made it past the post and was sworn in as the Chief Minister amidst resounding silence in the state BJP. Shinde broke precedence, spending his first night as Chief Minister in Goa with the rebels, who want some more assurances from the BJP before they go back. So what now? Will Shinde inherit the Shiv Sena or will the cadre stay with Thackeray? Will the rebel MLAs be isolated on the ground? What will be the next political move and by whom? For answers, we look to senior journalist Ashok Wankhade. So welcome to this edition of Offlimits. Our guest this time is senior journalist of 30 years experience or more, Ashok Wankhade. He is actually an expert on Maharashtra politics, at least we all consider him to be such. And we are very happy he has joined us to discuss what's going on in Maharashtra, which has been making headlines for the last week or more. So welcome, Ashok ji. Thank you for joining us. पहले दिन से शुरू करते हैं. ये बताइए कि why is it that Uddhav Thackeray or how is it that Uddhav Thackeray didn't realize कि इतने सारे लोग उनको छोड़ के जा रहे हैं?
देखिए, मुझे लगता है कि हमें इसको थोड़ा सा पीछे जाना पड़ेगा. यदि मैं थोड़ा समय दें मुझे आप तो मैं बता दूं. 2014 में जब बीजेपी और शिवसेना साथ में चुनाव हमेशा लड़ती रही और एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग थी कि लोकसभा में बीजेपी को ज्यादा सीटें होगी, विधानसभा में. लेकिन देवेंद्र फडणवीस मतलब बाला साहब ठाकरे के डेथ के बाद जब देवेंद्र फडणवीस और वहां पे भी प्रमोद महाजन चले गए, बाला साहब ठाकरे चले गए, नई पीढ़ी आ गई, तो उन्होंने बीजेपी सेना के साथ सीटों का करने के लिए आखिरी वक्त तक रोक के रखा. एंड बीजेपी हैड अ प्लान दैट दे वांटेड टू फाइट इंडिपेंडेंटली एंड एट द 11th आवर दे टोल्ड सेना दैट यू आर ऑफ योर ओन, वी आर ऑफ आवर ओन. जी. तो उसमें ये हो गया कि सेना के पास तो 288 उम्मीदवार भी नहीं थे. They never thought of. So anyhow they managed to contest the election and BJP thought they will form their own government. Unfortunately, BJP was also short. Sena got 66 seats and they had to go with Sena. That time Sena asked them for a deputy chief ministership and some plump portfolios, which he refused. And then ultimately that time, the first vote of confidence of Devendra Fadnavis in 2014 was not 2019, was by voice vote, and that was bailed out by NCP then. And Sharad Pawar claimed that we cannot afford another election, so I bailed out the one. So after that, within a month's time, there was a Nagpur session, and then Sena ultimately accepted whatever BJP has given. So ultimately, pura time jo raha, BJP and Sena were together, but Samna was continuously criticizing BJP for ditching them. Then the next election came, and they decided to contest together. And that time, what Sena claims that they were promised 2.5 years for chief ministership with BJP denied. So that time again, when the number came, that time also the number was such, the arithmetic of the house was such that nobody could individually go with the independent or a smaller parties to form a government. BJP was 106, so they need at least another 40 seats, which was short. So ultimately, Sena, this time Sharad Pawar played a game, and they told Sena, you want a chief ministership, I will give you for 5 years. Be with us. So then this alliance came up. The basic aim of BJP is they cannot get in the house of 288. They need to have at least 150 seats to form their own government. That will not happen in Maharashtra if the Sena is there. because Hindu vote gets divided, as that's what BJP thinks. So they are here to finish up Sena. So they were trying to topple this government. They were trying. They're all these things. They corruption charges. They were kept on doing a lot of agitations and other things. But the what matters in the house is number. फ्लोर पे नंबर नहीं है तो फिर सरकार नहीं गिरती, आरोपों से सरकार गिरती. So they were trying to divide people.
So how is it that Thackeray didn't know?
No. What the first thing they did is they were knowing that Eknath Shinde is a weak point where they can hammer and manage the separate group. पहली बार उन्होंने सेना के ही एक MLA को प्रताप सरनाइक को ईडी में घेरा. Pratap was from Thane, very close to Eknath Shinde. And Pratap started writing to Sena Supremo, Uddhav Thackeray, that we need to go with BJP or it will be very difficult for us to sustain. Then the ED thing started in Maharashtra. Sharad Pawar's family was rounded up, then the Thackeray family was rounded up.
Forget the one side, of course, the ED, but वो जो उन्होंने उनको कहा उद्धव ठाकरे से that you will be finished if you don't go with the BJP is a little
true. That's not the question. Before that, in 2014, the Eknath Shinde wanted to be in the government. So BJP surrendered and whatever they got, they accepted and became a part of government. After a year, Eknath Shinde started again making statement. The BJP is here to finish Sena. हमारे काम नहीं करते, लोगों को बहुत तकलीफ दे रही है, ये पेशवा का राज है, ये बम्बन राज है, ब्राह्मण चीफ मिनिस्टर है, he will finish it off. And there are, and every rally he used to say कि उद्धव ठाकरे जी मेरे पॉकेट में इस्तीफा है, मैं आपके चरणों में देता हूँ, इस बीजेपी का साथ छोड़िए. That's what he wanted because he was not comfortable with the ministry he got. उनका बैकग्राउंड आप देखेंगे तो वो बहुत छोटे जगह से उठे हैं. कोई टैक्सी ड्राइवर है, कोई ऑटो ड्राइवर है, कोई भट्टी चलाता था, गुलाबराव पाटिल पान की दुकान चलाते थे, पान और गुटखा बेचते थे. तो ये लोग जब मंत्री बने तो इनका पॉलिटिकल प्रोफाइल जितना ऊंचा गया उतना इनकी संपत्ति भी बहुत थी. Because they know that what ED can do. They thought that Sharad Pawar is with us, so nothing can happen to us. But Sharad Pawar's own two ministers are in jail. He cannot bail them. He cannot bail them.
Yeah,
yes.
But we understand that there's a big pressure through the agencies. But what you don't understand is how is it that Uddhav Thackeray didn't know? उनको मालूम कैसे नहीं हुआ कि
उद्धव ठाकरे को पता था. Uddhav Thackeray was briefed. Uddhav Thackeray was briefed by intelligence. Uddhav Thackeray was even briefed by Sharad Pawar. Okay. So Uddhav Thackeray called Eknath Shinde to his house, and the family sit together. So they came together, and he asked Eknath Shinde, "तुम चाहते क्या? Why you are doing this? What do you want?" Then he said, "Who told you? Okay. I'm going to break away. I'm a part of family. Can you imagine? I can be without Thackerays?" And he literally cried there. And he asked Rashmi Thackeray कि भाभी आप तो कुछ बोलो, आपको तो पता है मैं क्या हूँ, लोग कुछ भी कहेंगे, लोग झगड़े लगाते हैं. Then the entire family got emotional. And then Uddhav told him, जो हो गया सो हो गया. Now लोग बोलते रहेंगे, BJP is after us, be careful. Now we are having the Vidhan Parishad elections after 4 days. Now I assigned that entire management of that election to you. So make sure that you collect all MLAs, put them together, train them for voting, make them vote for our candidate, and make sure that the entire Mahavikas Agadi people get voted. So there they failed. And the same night he left. He never had to get the people together. Sena only asked him to get the people together. And they never thought the man who was into tears and crying and giving all personal relations, telling all about personal relation will go like that. See, Sena is not like any other political party. Once I spoke to Rashmi when she was here long back. मैंने उनको पूछा कि it was about Sarkar, the film Sarkar first was released. So I was just asking कि कितना नजदीक है परिवार के. तो she laughed. She said, अरे मैं जब वो जो सरकार पिक्चर देखते हो मेरी शादी होने के पहले की. मैंने बोला उसका एंड तो आप देख रहे होंगे अभी. बोला हाँ एंड है ये बोल सकती. And then she shared one thing. She said, see, Shiv Sena is like a family. when I came as a young bahu in the family, and I was shocked. Chhagan Bhujbal left party, and my mother-in-law was crying for 2 days. खाना भी नहीं खाया. I was telling, "Kya re, political party hai, log aate jate hai. What is so big about it?" I never knew. Then my mother-in-law died when I took over, and one of the MPs from Vidarbha, he left Sena, and whole day I was crying. Because I could imagine his kids coming to me, his wife bringing achar to me, taking recipes from me.
It's like a family.
It's a family. So they were shocked. And when they know that they've left, so what can he do? He was just waiting. Kya ho gaya ye? I spoke to few people.
For a little while, it was seeming कि ये शिंदे ने भी इनको उद्धव ठाकरे को कहा, and others have also told him that why don't you just shift to the BJP, and you can remain the chief minister. Was there any such offer?
No. There was no such demand. In 2.5 years, Shinde was enjoying all ministerial power, and he was defending the government left and right. He was even targeted by BJP as a corrupt minister.
But now, ये जो अभी हुआ है, when he moved, उसमें तो it was being said in the last 2-3 days that they wouldn't mind having Thackeray continue as the chief minister. But with BJP,
उसमें हुआ क्या सीमा जी? उनको लगा कि ये लोग हमारे साथ है तो सारा पार्टी हमारे साथ हो जाएगी. लेकिन एक ठाणे छोड़ा तो Eknath Shinde is the king of Thane. Sena will not have a single corporator in Thane if election comes. He holds Thane as a strong fort. But what about rest of the people? उनको तो अपने constituency में जाने की तकलीफ. So when they got the reactions from their constituencies, their families asking, अरे आपने क्या कर दिया, क्यों कर दिया? Workers asking, साहब हम तो ठाकरे जी के साथ है, क्या कर दिया आपने शिवसेना का? तो ऐसे में it is difficult for those people to digest. Then they said कि साहब आप ठाकरे जी चीफ मिनिस्टर रहेंगे तो हमको कुछ नहीं है, हम तो ठाकरे जी के साथ रहेंगे, लेकिन आप बीजेपी के साथ जाओ. Now the question is बीजेपी के साथ क्यों जाओ? Now he said हिंदुत्व. Where did हिंदुत्व was compromised? Where did Hindu? Now BJP says कि वो 2 पालघर में लोग मरे, पालघर में 2 साधु मारे, मुझे जो जिनकी हत्या हुई, उसके बाद लोग जेल में हैं, वो महाराष्ट्र में. लेकिन उसके बाद 50 साधुओं की हत्या यूपी में हुई, कितने लोग जेल में? पालघर हत्याकांड वाज नॉट साधुओं का हुआ. इफ यू स्टडी पालघर हत्याकांड, दैट वाज वहां बच्ची उठा के ले जाते हैं, किडनी विडनी बेचते हैं, बहुत सारा प्रॉब्लम है वहां, वो आदिवासी एरिया में. तो लोग साधु के भेष में आते हैं, लोग काय के भेष में आते हैं, कोई डॉक्टर बन के आता है. तो दैट वाज अ डिफरेंट थिंग. फिर वो कहते हैं सावरकर दे नेवर कॉम्प्रोमाइज्ड. राम मंदिर दे नेवर कॉम्प्रोमाइज्ड. It was a minimum common program for 3 political parties. If BJP goes with Chautala or BJP goes with PDP, then they have a common minimum program. They don't compromise with their ideology. If Sena goes with common minimum program, how can Sena? You can blame Sena for that. आपको जाना था तो आपने बोला हिंदुत्व, बाला साहब ठाकरे का सपना. अब जो लोग बाला साहब ठाकरे का सपना बोलते हैं, तो बाला साहब ठाकरे ने तो अपने जीते जी जब होते वो, तो उन्होंने उद्धव को अपना वारिस घोषित किया था. उद्धव का अपना वारिस बता दिया था. तो आप बाला साहब ठाकरे को यदि मानते हो तो फिर उसके वारिस को मानो. तो ये बात जो आप वारिस, बिल्कुल.
अब शिवसेना मानेगी जो उनके कार्डर्स हैं, जो ग्राउंड लेवल के हैं.
कैडर सीमा जी, मेरी देखिए, मेरा काम अलग, मैं आई स्पीक टू पीपल पर्सनली instead of going by the reports and what people claim. There are 48 districts. I spoke to near about 30 जिला प्रमुख, and they all said कि हम कुछ भी हो जाए, हम तो उसी के साथ रहे, उद्धव जी के साथ रहे. All frontal organization is with Uddhav. Entire executive is with Uddhav. So if they go to election commission, it will be very difficult for Shinde to say that they claim and he claims Shiv Sena. Rather, I had another feedback. Matlab, there are 27 corporations in Maharashtra. Out of that, the corporators in 6 corporations, they said कि हम शिंदे जी के साथ जाएंगे. But 21 corporations, they said we are here with Uddhav. Many districts I have got very funny reactions. बोला सर बहुत हो गया, अच्छा हो गया, ये गया, पिछले 4 बार से MLA था, थक गए थे उसको. कोई काम नहीं करता था, उधर से ऊपर से टिकट लेके आता था और हमको काम करना पड़ता था। अब नए लोगों को चांस मिलेगा, ये जाएगा तो। सेना इन महाराष्ट्र, सी महाराष्ट्र, आई ऑलवेज टेल पीपल, डोंट काउंट महाराष्ट्र लाइक एनी अदर स्टेट. महाराष्ट्र इज अ संयुक्त महाराष्ट्र. इट इज फॉर्म्ड आउट ऑफ सो मेनी अदर स्टेट्स. निजाम से ले लिया है पूरा मराठवाड़ा वाला पोर्शन. खानदेश जो है और विदर्भ जो है वो आता है सीपी बेरार से. देयर वाज अ मुंबई स्टेट, जिससे गुजरात अलग हो गया तो मुंबई, पूना, पश्चिम महाराष्ट्र उससे आता है. सम पार्ट ऑफ कर्नाटका वाज देयर. So the entire Maharashtra is divided politically also. Shiv Sena is very strong in Mumbai, Konkan, Thane. Now Thane has gone. NCP, Rashtrabadi Congress of Sharad Pawar, is very strong in the Paschim Maharashtra. Then you come to Uttar Maharashtra, where you have got BJP, something in BJP in Khandesh. Vidarbha you had Congress. Marathwada was all mixed. That was the composition. So in any case, whatever case may be, say the NCP will always have minimum 30 to 40 MLAs. Congress will have that much. So the composition is such, there cannot be a party. When Congress was ruling, that was a different way altogether. Sharad Pawar and everybody was together. BJP was hardly there. So it was Sena versus Congress, and Sena had a small the patch of Konkan, Thane and Mumbai.
So
that was how the composition.
There can't be a Shiv Sena without a Thackeray.
There cannot be Shiv Sena without Thackeray, whether you like it or not. You say हमको वंशवाद नहीं चाहिए, वंशवाद नहीं चाहिए तो कैलाश विजयवर्गीय का बेटा हो सकता है, सब बाकी तुम्हारे यहाँ वंशवाद चल सकता है. कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स में इनके बच्चे होते हैं, तो ये क्यों होते हैं? मतलब दूसरा करे तो अच्छा, आपको चौटाला परिवार चल जाता है, आपको बाकी जगह का वंशवाद चल जाता है, आपको जो रामविलास पासवान का वंशवाद चल जाता है. जब आपको समर्थन चाहिए था तब आपको अकाली दल का वंशवाद चल गया, इसी सेना का वंशवाद भी चल गया.
So will Uddhav Thackeray, is he the kind of person who will fight back?
See, Uddhav will fight back. What BJP will do now? They will ask Shinde to claim for the original Shiv Sena. The battle will go to election commission. And the election commission also, everybody knows how it works. So they will also claim for the symbol. They will also claim for the symbol. So BJP will try its best to get the symbol freeze. शिंदे का तो कुछ जाएगा नहीं. He has only one area, Thane, to take care of. Thane whatever duties, if Shinde start saying that ये symbol है तो ओके होगा. But सेना के लिए प्रॉब्लम होगा that वो एरो वाला चीज चला गया धनुष्यमान, तो नए सिंबल के साथ चुनाव लड़ना थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट जाएगा. उसके बाद क्योंकि अब राज्य में सरकार है तो पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट उनके पास होता है, बहुत सारे डिपार्टमेंट उनके पास होते हैं. ऐसे में वो कितना प्रेशराइज लाके, देयर फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी विल बी टू मेक श्योर दैट द बीएमसी डजंट गो टू सेना. वो एक लाइफलाइन तोड़ने का प्रयास करेंगे, ये प्रयास होगा. बट बाय एंड लार्ज मैंने जितने मतलब शरद पवार के समय से, शरद पवार वाज द फर्स्ट मैन हु got many parties group and he got a mix करके इधर से तोड़ उधर से तोड़ करके एक शिवजी की बारात बनाई थी, and he formed a government when he became the chief minister at the age of 30. Even that time it was Sharad ji who was telling, तब एक बार ऐसी बात करते समय कि उस समय कुछ विधायक जो मतलब कुछ विधायक जो हमारे पास आए थे, उनको बाद में मैंने कभी विधानसभा में देखा ही नहीं. छगन भुजबल के साथ लोग जो गए वो भी चुनाव हार गए. छगन भी बॉम्बे से उनको नासिक शिफ्ट होना पड़ा. नारायण राणे के साथ 11 लोग गए. उनके बाद क्या हुआ, और 11 में से 3 जीत पाए और नारायण राणे खुद हारा. नारायण राणे अभी भी लोकसभा जीतने के लिए तरस रहे. तो शिवसेना में जो लोग जीतते हैं वो कैडर की वजह से जीतते हैं, और कैडर चलता है ऊपर के आदेश से. It's not a democratic setup what other political parties claim to be. Even BJP also don't have a democratic setup. Otherwise ये जो हमारे फडणवीस थे जो बोल रहे थे कि ये मैं सरकार को बाहर से
वाली थी, ये कैसे हो गया लास्ट द $1 million क्वेश्चन कि वो बन रहे थे और फिर लास्ट मिनट नहीं बने?
See, the mandate was with फडणवीस. फडणवीस जी के पास मैंडेट था आपको कैसा भी करके सरकार टॉपल करनी 2024 के पहले. वी वांट आवर गवर्नमेंट एट एनी केस. So he was engineering the defection and other things. He was trying his hard, and ultimately he and of course Chandrakant Patil also had equal contribution. ये सब करके उन्होंने ये पहले राज ठाकरे को खड़ा कर दिया, वो राणा परिवार को खड़ा कर दिया, और फिर अल्टीमेटली यहाँ ब्रेक अवे हो गया. तो फिर they could manage to get. Now no, there will be no ED problem with Eknath Shinde or Pratap, or for that matter, Bhavna Gowri from the MP from Yavatmal. So that is the operation. So when he got everything done, and he told the super heroes of Delhi कि वो सब हो गया साहब, तैयार हो गया. So then they took over. Surat was their destination. Surat to Guwahati was their destination. Guwahati to, then the entire operation was done from Delhi. And then he was told, he was called and he was told that he has to be chief minister. Before this announcement, before 3 days, he was telling the journalists that he is going to be the chief minister. Then he was called and told there is a legal problem. If tomorrow this disqualification thing comes up, and then we may lose the majority, the government may fall. So why take risk? Let Sena become, let him become the chief minister. First is his Maratha. So we will take credit that we played a Maratha card. Secondly, he will finish up the Sena, because after becoming a chief minister, entire Sena will be with him. So Thackeray Parivar will be out. And you control the thing entirely from outside. So he made an announcement. Within 1 hour, he was told to become a deputy chief minister. That was the game played by these two people, because he was gaining ground day by day. And in BJP, it is just like Congress. They don't want any smart people, the better popular leader coming up in the state. So they wanted to have a rubber stamp. Though he was working like a rubber stamp for 5 years, but I never thought that they will not repeat him. And they didn't repeat him. Now he's been cut to size. The entire BJP cadre, which was taking him as one of the biggest leader in Maharashtra, who has a very good relation in Delhi, and he can get anything done from Delhi. Now they have learned that he is nowhere. A man who wanted to be the chief minister. See, we have that Pandharpur Yatra going on, the Varkari Yatra. You must be knowing, Ashadi Ekadashi. So the Ashadi Ekadashi, on that auspicious day, the chief minister of Maharashtra and his wife goes for a puja at Pandharpur. Oh, uska maan hai, puja ka maan hai. That is an honor. So he told number of people ki is baar to Ashadi ka main hi jaun. But now Eknath Shinde will go. That's iron. So this game is being played against Fadnavis to cut him to size. Exactly that what the plan is.
And
उधर शिवसेना को कट कर दिया, उधर शिवसेना को कट कर दिया, शिवसेना के सामने खड़ा कर दिया, मराठा कार्ड भी खेल दिया, और फडणवीस के भी पैर जो है पर काट दिए. तो that is what they have done. People see newspaper उसमें channels में कहते हैं कि they wanted to control Mumbai is the financial capital. See, financial capital is, they will control financial capital whether they have a government there or not. You have ED, you have income tax, you have Ministry of Commerce, you have the rest of the things with you. So no corporate house will go against them at any case, whether stay in Bombay, they stay in Gujarat, or they stay in Odisha. They have to line up with the central government.
True. So true. So that's obviously not the reason.
So there is the social media पे तो joke चल रहे हैं अभी कि अब ईडी ने अपना ऑफिस बंद कर दिया है. Now they will open. Now the entire staff is being shifted to Ranchi, Jharkhand, for further operations.
So अब क्या इनके what do you see immediately? Do you see, and now I'll end with this.
I have a fear. I have a fear. If the municipal corporation election, if Sena gets a better seats, then most of the people, those who have left Sena with Shinde, may go back, because for Shinde it is easy to get himself elected even as independent, but for rest of the people it is very difficult to even visit their constituency now. So if they say that हमको कुछ मिला नहीं और ये तो ऐसे ही है और लोग तो सेना के साथ है, तो it is better हम भी चले जाए वापस, तो घर वापसी कईयों की होगी, और वो भी ठाकरे परिवार भी घर वापसी सिलेक्टेड करेगा, ममता बनर्जी जैसा सिलेक्टेड लोगों को वापस लेगा, कुछ लोगों को बिल्कुल डेजर्ट करेगा। मैंने उसको पूछा भी, जिससे मेरी बात हो गई, मैंने बोला आपको लगता है कि आपके पॉलिटिकल करियर चलता रहेगा? वो बोला नहीं, पॉलिटिकल करियर तो खत्म है हमारा, वी लेफ्ट ठाकरे, इट इज वी नो, इट इज रिटन ऑन द वॉल। लेकिन करे क्या? पॉलिटिकल करियर देखने जाए तो जेल में रहना पड़ेगा।
तो फिर घर वापसी कैसे करेंगे? वो तो प्रॉब्लम रहेगा ही
नहीं नहीं, अब घर वापसी ये करेंगे कि ये यदि देखेंगे कि सेना के साथ लोग हैं, तो तब तक अब उसमें से कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं कि जिनको ईडी का ज्यादा डर नहीं होगा। तो
ये जो ऑपोजिशन अब हो गई है, ठाकरे, शरद पवार और कांग्रेस, आपको क्या दिखता है कि स्टे टुगेदर, दे विल वर्क टुगेदर कि इसमें भी?
I think how they will work, what formula Sharad Pawar will have, that I don't know. Because in Lok Sabha elections, definitely Congress is not going to have 1/3 of seats in Maharashtra. It's 48 seats. They are the national party, so they will ask for a bigger share. So that is how they sit and work out. That depends on them. That has to be worked out between Uddhav Thackeray, Sonia Gandhi, and Sharad Pawar. No other people in between.
So as a journalist, this is my last question now. When you look at this entire scenario in Maharashtra and Bombay, who is the man, the single man you would watch out for?
I will watch out for Uddhav Thackeray. For me, the inning of Shinde is finished. Sharad Pawar has lost the face at the national level. The man who cannot even manage his own government, he succumbs to the pressure of the BJP. How can he fight BJP at the national level? So it's for the Sharad Pawar to do a firefighting. The another man who has lost badly is Devendra Fadnavis. बुराई मिली और हाथ में कुछ नहीं मिला, अपमान मिला। एकनाथ शिंदे के पास अब क्या है? बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉपर्टी है, बिलियनियर है, अब मुख्यमंत्री भी हो गए, अब इसके बाद क्या बनेंगे? प्रधानमंत्री तो बन नहीं सकते, तो मुख्यमंत्री के बाद तो बैठे रहेंगे। छगन भुजबल अपना नासिक के बाहर नहीं निकल पा रहे, वहीं थे। पहले जब शिवसेना में थे तो पूरा जाते थे सब झूठ। तो ये इनके ये प्रॉब्लम्स हैं। कांग्रेस को कुछ लेना भी नहीं, देना भी नहीं। कांग्रेस के पास कुछ खोने के लिए है भी नहीं, और पाने के लिए कांग्रेस के पास नेता नहीं है जो पा सकता है। ये कांग्रेस की स्थिति है महाराष्ट्र।
So it's Uddhav Thackeray.
Yes, we have to watch Uddhav Thackeray, how he's going to rebound back. Right. The cadre is with him, the people are with him, but then again, he will have to make sure that there are certain issues also. It is not that it was only ED. There were certain issues, like there were the coterie of people. They were not allowing Uddhav to have a direct approach with the people. And the Sanjay Raut was the biggest problem. संजय राउत एक ऐसा इंसान था जिसने हर एक का दरवाजा बंद करे सिवाय शिवसेना के लिए। तो दरवाजा बंद करने वाला जो है, तो he has to put some silencer in his throat. Then only something will some good thing will happen. That is what Uddhav has to do.
Right. Thank you so much, Ashok ji. This was very interesting.
Thank you so much.
The man to watch out for is Uddhav Thackeray. Is he going to inherit the legacy of the Shiv Sena? Is he going to keep the cadres mobilized and behind him? Will he be able to win the civic elections? Will he be able to get the Sena symbol for future elections? What is he going to do now? And what is the kind of support that he gets from now on will determine what happens in Maharashtra to a great extent, whether it is going to be the Shiv Sena back under Thackeray at some point, or whether it is going to be a complete destruction of the Shiv Sena. We will have to wait and see. Thank you so much.